Hello everyone, it's me, your average normal VTuber. So today I'll be playing this game again, the Stanley Parable, because this one lovely viewer has left a comment that says this game has like around 20 different endings. So I'm gonna explore this game again and try to find out the other endings. So let's get right into it. Please enter the current time. Okay, it's 12 a.m. right now. Oh no. Oh, the first time you booted up the game, he set the time to 7:23. Okay. But this time, you simply entered 12, the default value. Okay, so... No! No, don't be disappointed in me! No! I can't believe this! I can't believe a game is disappointed in me. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, that was rough.
This is the story of a man named
Okay, I'm
Stanley.
gonna skip this. Okay, I am back in this office again. Wait, let me just adjust the volume, because I'm scared that you guys can hear it. Okay, done. 427. Okay, let's go out now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Can I go in? Okay, so all the other doors were locked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left? Okay. Okay, so let me try to recall. I think I have unlocked like 3 different endings in my last video. Okay. So according to that comment, when I have chose to enter the Forbidden Road, I think there should be something more, because the person just said that I was staring at the ground the whole time. So I'm gonna explore that ending a little bit more.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips
Feeling
for
a
not
wave
getting
of
fired.
disbelief,
Talk
Stanley
less.
decided to go up to
Oh!
his boss's office, hoping he might find
No,
an
I
answer
need the
there.
tip. No. Okay. You know, so far this game has no jump scares or whatsoever, but it still feels a little bit unsettling, you know.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, this time we're going upstairs, but next time we're trying to go downstairs. Okay, for now I need to re-explore that ending. Oh. Oh. Okay. We're gonna explore that later, okay?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Come on, give me the
What he
pin
could
code.
not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Okay. Time to
Stanley
go
walked
meet
straight
my
ahead through
death
the large
again.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep, it's this one.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was
Walking my
that at
way
the end of
towards
this
hell
hall,
again.
Stanley would meet his violent death.
How violent is it?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Indeed, but I am a
At this
rebel.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. This is how I feel every day when I'm at work. I want to die. Okay. Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion,
Oh.
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps
Okay,
his
I
death
can't
was of no
move,
great
but at
loss
least
when plucking
I
the
can
eyeballs
see
from a blind man.
how
So
I
he
would die.
resigned and willingly accepted this
Being
violent
squished
end
like a
to
sandwich.
his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, annoying narrator. Bye.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated
Oh, I can still
as the
move.
machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Is this heaven?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
No, it's
death
not.
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow. Stanley's computer. Wow. Even if in afterlife, I'm still having to work. How sad. Oh, I want to play this. No, turn it on. Ish. Credits. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? This is the exit. Oh, what's that? What's that light over there? Oh, countdown desk. Freedom ending. Countdown room. What's this? Zending. The game is now paused. Oh, I see. So this place is like where they shared all the process of creating this game. Okay, it's cool. But now I still have other endings to. Oh! Okay, let's go! No, don't laugh!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh.
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Push
How?
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Where do I
Stop
push it?
now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't
Choose
let
what?
time choose for you. Don't let
Damn. Okay. Alright, so I guess I have fully explored the quote-unquote
All of
hell.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so this time I'm gonna go
When Stanley came
downstairs.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Downstairs. Sorry.
Yet there was not a single person
Kids,
here
we're not getting
either.
fired. Do
Feeling a
unbelievably
wave of disbelief,
amazing work all the time,
Stanley
every day.
decided to go up to his boss's
Shit!
office, hoping he might find
Let
an
me
answer
finish
there.
the sentence. Okay, downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh no, it's red. It is not something good. A car!
But Stanley
Leave.
just couldn't do
Leave!
it. He considered
Let
the
me
possibility
in.
of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to
Maybe.
himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as
Indeed.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close
I'm going in
automatically behind him
circles.
wherever
Oh no.
he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes.
No,
Oh
Stanley
no.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an
Yes.
explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
No, I'm not
Now, hearing
awake.
the voice speak
Just
these
let
words
me
was quite a
dream,
shock to
damn it.
Stanley.
Let me float.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the
Yes.
voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Come on.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
No, I don't want to go back to my job.
Pushing the
No.
buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My
No.
life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Oh no.
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, fuck you.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of
no.
work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
What?
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The
Mariella,
very important
someone
people
died, okay?
whose impressions
And this
of
made you
her would
feel
affect
better?
her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? Dude, this is so messed up. What the hell, dude? So, my death just made someone feel better? Well, like what? Okay, so this is like
All of his co-workers
the
were
fourth
gone.
ending.
What could it mean?
I have like
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
16
missed a
more
memo.
endings past to explore. It's very comforting to know that. Okay,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
I
entered the door on
remember
his left.
there's like another door I have accidentally opened at my boss office. So let's go to that other door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Okay.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So apparently there are like 2 or more endings that will get me, you know, that I will end up dead. So cool. Executive bathroom. Okay. Let's see how high class this bathroom is. Oh. Cool. You have magazines about bathrooms. Cool. Okay. Cool, I can see my reflection, which is probably a good thing. Money in the morning, in the evening, for breakfast. Cribs. Cool. Oh, I thought this would lead to like, you know, other paths, but apparently it's just a bathroom. Okay, so boring. What about this door? Oh. No, don't shoot the panda. Okay. Go down. Okay. Let's go up first. And this is getting kind of long. Hello? How high up is this building? Eh? Wait, so that means that this elevator won't bring me somewhere? It's just, you know, like a ride? No, I'm gonna try it again. Let's go down this time. I'm gonna wait and see if it will really bring me somewhere, or it's just an eternal ride. I'm still waiting. Hey, I have just wasted 2 minutes of my time, apparently. Even the narrator isn't saying anything, you know. He's like, look at this idiot. I'm not even gonna waste my time saying anything. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Let's
to
see if
discover
I can
not an
remember the
indication of
password.
any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered. Stanley was in
Oh,
such a rush to
I
get
can
through the story
remember.
as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Oh,
That kind of anxiety
sorry.
isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry for being too impatient, narrator. I'm sorry.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, I can only press the go down button. Okay. Okay, this time let's
Stanley
go
walked straight ahead through the large
to the
door
mind
that read
control
Mind
facility.
Control Facility.
Yep. Let's see if there's any other paths to explore here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility,
Whoa.
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Okay,
Was
there's
this
a
the only
lot of
reason he was
employees
happy
in
with his
this
boring job?
company.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's go.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this
this button?
machinery would never
Can I press
again
it?
exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, okay. Let's press on this time.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes,
After
I
they
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
But I
If
don't
you
want
want to throw my
to.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the
Oh.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
Okay, guess I'm
eliminating
gonna
the
die
entire
again.
Complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh,
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's
Can I
your
leave?
story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time
Okay,
to
I
talk
can press
about
the buttons
you,
now.
about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where
Where's
to
the other
start.
buttons? Help me.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment
Okay,
of
another
solace
button
before
here.
you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood.
This
You're
is
gonna
3.
die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to
Shit.
them. I erased them. I turned off the machine.
1.
I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
3.
Other times,
Where's number
I let the
4?
office sink into the ground,
4.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn
Is
to a
it here?
crisp. I have to say this,
Oh
though.
no, 53
this version
seconds
of
left.
events has been rather
Come on.
amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away
4.
from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
No.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that
5,
timer that something
2,
in this
1.
room was capable of turning it off?
Wait, that's...
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen,
No,
clicking on
what am
every
I
little
supposed to
thing in this
do?
room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door.
No.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Okay, so am I
Stanley,
just gonna
You're in for quite a disappointment.
be
But here's a
mocked by
spoiler
this
for you.
narrator this whole time?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep
Isn't
the
there
action
anything I
moving
can do?
along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be
Shit,
laughing at
isn't
every
there
second
anything
of
I
your
can do?
inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Yeesh. Okay. I have absolutely no idea what to do, you know, during that whole... Alright, time to
All of his
explore other
co-workers were gone.
endings.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, new content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New
Yeah,
content?
what does that mean? I'm as curious as you are. Oh.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too. Yay, I'm so excited.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yay. Okay.
Is it broken? What's
no.
going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or
Oh,
there we
okay.
go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more
Please.
ready. Let's do it.
Please don't troll me, okay? Just like, we end up going to the starting place.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as
No.
if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes! Where's the content? Oh,
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
jumps remaining 36. Okay, it's a good time for me to do some exercise. Since I've been sitting in my office all day. Oh,
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just
Yep.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
oh. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them
Chill,
personally
bro,
accountable.
chill. You're
It's
more
my fault,
offended than
Stanley.
me.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Are you sure? I feel like you're the only one who is having a great time. I mean, there's like 50% of chance I end up dead, Eh? Okay, this time it looks a little bit different.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
What's this? Coffee nut. Nice. Oh, am I gonna jump down to hell again? Rah! Okay.
You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just
Ooh.
our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa, this is cool. Grass!
I call it The memory zone. It's where I've been
I can
storing
finally
all
touch
my
the grass
favorite
again.
memories so I can relive the peak experiences
Look
of
at
my
it.
life whenever I
Flowers,
want.
birds.
Experiences
Fresh
like
air.
the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I'm totally ignoring whatever the narrator is saying right now. I miss nature so much. Oh, what's this? Oh. Oh, this
You see,
is...
Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Wow. Okay. What's this? Oh.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all.
Oh.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh. Okay, I mean... it's a great game. And it deserves all the achievements. Oh. Up and down. Let's go down. Okay, apparently it's a dead end. Let's go up. Wow.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Okay. Oh no, bad review. Oh no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
Yeah,
with
kinda.
his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh no.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. Oh, another bad review. Let's see.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Oh,
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
no, don't be sad, narrator. I mean, you are annoying, but, you know...
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then
We
maybe
can?
letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Nice. Oh.
And
Scared.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
Dude, why
And if
can't
the
you just
people
stop?
want silence, then by goodness,
Stop
that's what they're
talking.
going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll...
Oh.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh,
No,
I can't
it's
wait
a
to see what
trap.
Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
No, shut up. Just
Unendurable
shut
by any
up.
means,
Come
but it's-
on.
Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Then
You've
shut
just
up.
been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything.
Oh. Finally, peace and quiet. Ah, finally, a moment of silence. No annoying voice. But I can't leave or do anything, you know. Let's just wait for a bit. So, is the narrator dead or something? I'm just gonna wait for a while. So the last time it was like around months. The narrator will be alone. So this time Is it like a year? I'm sorry, but I don't feel pity for you at all because you are really annoying. I'm gonna press it in order to proceed the game. Uh-oh. The clock has fallen.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth.
Okay, so how long do I have to press the buttons?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay. This is... Oh my god. Oh. Oh, it's morning. Can I still... I'm sorry, still can't go out. Plants! Oh, nature. Oh. How much time has passed, dude? Oh no. Where's the planty? Okay, this is getting creepier and creepier. And I have lost count of how many times I have been pushing this stupid skip button. Oh. Cool. Freedom! Oh my god! I'm free! I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. I mean, is this real? Or am I dreaming again? Or will I just die of dehydration? Oh. Am I dead now? Fuck! So what was all of that about? Like... Huh? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley
it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, new content. My ass. Okay. Let's go to explore.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Old
open
content
doors,
first.
he entered the door on his left.
Okay, now let's go to
This
the
was
right
not
room.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Eh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Don't you dare bring my
This is
wife
it,
into
Stanley.
this.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh, okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't.
Yes,
Did you
finally.
just unplug the phone?
Oh, I
That wasn't
unplugged it.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
No,
Not picking
that
up the
was a
phone
lie.
is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What did you see?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh,
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
no more instruction
Choice.
video.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine
that
that
is a
eliminates
big
food
tie.
shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Wow, very useful tip.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
Oh.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the
Hold up.
correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Is there any way I can... Oh no. No, I'm not going back. No, I'm supposed to be a rebel. Eh. No, I don't want to go back. Damn it. Damn you, instruction
Now that we know
video.
your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home
Damn
as soon as
you.
possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
How dare you? Oh, I need a card for that. No. There's no any other choice. Can I go back? Oh, oh no. How boring. And you're telling me this game has 20 paths? Oh my god.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Nope. I'm just gonna take my sweet time here and relax and have a coffee or something. I'm not stepping to that door. Like, not at least not now. Okay. Okay, I think I have rested enough. It's time to move. Oh, damn you. I can't believe a stupid game narrator outplay me.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
Ooh,
Perhaps we're not too
look.
late.
The cabinets are distorted. Nice. What's this? A code? No, there's nothing to do here. Open the door, damn it. No. That's it? Aww. There's nothing to do. That's it? Oh.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Okay, so apparently... Oh my god. Okay, this is so creepy.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah, I just had to
Impress upon you
see.
how important it
I have to
was
see
be
for
like
myself.
Stanley. He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
But I'm not
That
Stanley,
thought
a piece of
hadn't
shit.
even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Oh, how dare you.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
No.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Please
Just
don't
follow
tell
my
me
lead
it's
and you'll be
repeating
fine.
stuff again.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh,
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
Okay.
and always putting the story first.
Repeating it
I'm quite sure
again.
you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm sorry, I'm bad at directions. Oh, he's not gonna say anything this time? Okay.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That
Shit.
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's try one more time. Again, nothing happened. It's a repeated thing. So boring.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh,
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, this time they just block up the road. Ish. Well, I don't really have a choice here. Okay. Oh, the bathroom. The sign is gone. Okay. Cool. What about this one? Can't open it either. Oh. Okay, it's a little
Stepping
bit
inside his manager's
different.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Okay.
Stanley spoke the code.
Nightshark 115.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem?
No.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise
receiver,
we can't
this
get
one?
on with the story. This is a crucial step.
This one?
Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this
No.
far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hello, Stanley. Oh, finally I can see myself as a third person.
Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Oh, let me see my own face.
Is everything all right?
I can see the face very
This
clearly.
is important. The
Not
story
very
needs you.
handsome,
It
I
needs you to
see.
make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Please, Stanley,
This
please.
is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
So, is Stanley just gonna stand there forever? Okay, I think I'm gonna stop the game here. I know there's probably other paths or endings I haven't unlocked or explored yet, but I think I am done with this game. I'm just done. Is it fun? Sort of. Do I enjoy it? Yeah, I can't really say I enjoy it because, you know, after playing 3 or 4 times, I just find it quite repetitive and sort of boring, you know. I'm sorry, the creators of this game. It's just not for me. Yep. So, I'll end the video now. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.